Well, our moms think we're funny.
Hey everyone, it's me, Acomi. Welcome to the premiere episode of Our Moms Think We're Funny Season 2. Now, I'm really excited, but I have to be quiet because Turk did not want me to upload this episode. But I really wanted to upload this episode. So, while he is taking his daily nap behind the fridge, I am gonna go ahead and get this uploaded. So this will be our little secret. Nobody tell Turk that I'm doing this. But I thought it was a really fun episode. It is a very short episode, and it's one of the ones that we recorded in the car while we were driving back from a con, but I thought we had a really good banter and a really good energy going here. So it seemed like a pretty good one to kick the season off strong. So without further ado, buckle up, kiddies, enjoy the show, and enjoy Season 2.
So how about them gifted youngsters?
Well, that's a little too direct, isn't it? On the nose, yeah. Oh,
He did the how about them drive-through things. I mean,
okay.
so
No, yeah, please, by all means, you go first.
how did we get here? It's very simple. It started with an after party for a VIP comic convention. A shot of Jack Daniels, a youngling, and
No. Oh my goodness, that'd be a great thing. It's like he was killing younglings. He was showing Anakin like laying back on a bunch of beer bottles all around him. Yinglings.
Yinglings. Yeah, sorry. God damn, it's late. A Yingling and a carafe of sake
Yes.
between the two of us. Later, that we stumbled upon what is probably our most marketable idea since Racist Bane.
Oh my goodness. Yeah. Well, no, our second most marketable because we have the Toxic Ventures.
That's true, yeah. We don't want to talk about
No, we
that
don't
on the
talk about
podcast until we talk to Lloyd Kaufman.
Yeah. So, but yeah. So, you kind of gave away part of it. We're going to talk.
Fuck! Everybody, pretend you didn't hear that last part.
Oh, there's this thing called editing.
Oh man, that's more work for me.
Hey everybody, welcome to another episode of So Our Moms Think We're Funny. This is a bonus, so our moms think we're extra funny. I like that.
I like how you occasionally add more words to the title.
Right. So what is it?
So our moms think we're funny, or well, our moms think we're funny, or something. It's just our moms think we're funny. Was what we had settled on.
Okay.
Every once in a while, you mix it up. I find that amusing.
Okay. Thank you.
But yeah, so hey everybody, it's me, Acomi.
Hey, it's me, Turk 182. I think for this one, I really need another name, and I really want to go by Turk 182 this time. But
No. I mean, if they listen to our Fat Thor episode and they're still coming back, I think we're okay here.
oh yeah.
As long as we don't say the word retard, we're okay.
Jeez, boy. Okay, so as Acomi was saying, it was there was a shindig that we had free drink tickets to. I would say calling it a party is much.
It's a modest gathering
Yes, a modest gathering of
nerds.
I was gonna use quote like-minded people that you may have something in common with.
That was what was pitched to us, at least.
Yeah. So
I do regret not getting to do karaoke, but hey, I'll live.
Yes.
Would have not have been an appreciative crowd, so.
Yeah, so I'm just gonna spoil it here for people that may never actually see us do karaoke. So Acomi and I have this idea, and I say Acomi and I have this idea because I don't want to basically say that was my idea. Because if you guys really hate it, I wanted someone to split the blame with. But he did accept it. When I said, "Hey, I got this idea,"
I'll totally do it.
He was like, "Oh yeah, that sounds great." So we had an idea of next time we were at some place and there's karaoke, we're gonna sign up to do a duet, and we're gonna do tacos putting on the Ritz, but we're going to sing it like they did in Young Frankenstein. With me doing the and stomping, right? Dooper dooper, and he's gonna do all the rest of the stuff just like the normal song, and I just think it'd be funny. But then there's also the problem that most people probably won't get it, and they're like, why are these guys being such complete morons up on stage? And so. And I'm hoping that somebody in the audience will just pull a Banky and be like, I get that. But that probably will not happen. So
yeah, you always said a third playthrough of Until Dawn wouldn't happen, and look at that.
That's true. And now I'm starting to get the itch for the fourth.
Yeah, I'd be down. I'm not going to do it until I see how to 100% it, but yeah, I'd be happy with that.
It doesn't matter because one screw up and we're gone.
Yeah, and we're not good enough to do 100%.
I don't want 100%. I want 95%.
Oh yeah, that's right. We don't want Emily to live.
Yeah.
I want her to die in some other way besides us shooting her, though, because as funny as that is, like I want to see other deaths for her.
I think if we can save Matt,
yeah,
and then we just not save her, then we'll be cool in the game.
Yeah.
All right.
Anyway,
so we were, just wandering around the streets of downtown Raleigh. After I had a Yingling, you had a shot of Jack. We went, got some ramen. Again, it's one of those things where we really pretty much haven't eaten all day. I had been basically just living off of smoothies all morning, which were quite tasty.
And I was living off of coffee, so that's healthy.
And so we were getting our first real. I had a nutty bar too.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah, and I think you had a peanut bar or 2 peanut bars.
I think it was just one that day.
Oh, and the Oreos.
Yeah, a peanut bar and a pack of Oreos.
Yeah,
like really early.
So we were getting some ramen. We've been trying to get this ramen place for a while, but by the time the con ended and we got out of there and we've got bags we need to take back to the hotel, and then we really get our everything was closed, right? So it's our first time to go to this ramen bar. We want to go. We want to get something to eat, and we decided we're going to have some sake too. So we're wandering around, and we're heading back towards the convention center so we can get on the bus. And then Acomi starts telling me this thing.
Did I start this?
I think so.
I probably did. I mean, I'm a really bad person. How did I start it though?
No, you didn't start it. I started it.
Oh, did you start it? Okay.
And so I
fed into it so much. Especially the Wally Wood part.
And so
not Wally Wood,
No, not Wally Wood.
That's an artist. Fuck me, that's an artist.
So I started off, and I just said, Mr. and Mrs. Summers. He goes, my name is Charles Xavier, and I run a school for special students, gifted students, and I'd like for your son Scott to join my school, where we'll teach him how to utilize his gifts and be able to become a functioning member of society. And so then we cut to the school, and it's like, Scott, I want you to meet Hank McCoy. Peace. And he goes, hey Hank! And he's like, call me Beast. That would be called Beast.
Call me Beast because I'm a Joey monster.
And he's like, I thought you said I was gifted. You are gifted, Scott. and so that's kind of how it. But now again, no food, just smoothies for 10 hours, right?
And an awful lot of alcohol.
Yeah, so we're talking from 10 to 8, right? We didn't eat till 10 o'clock. Yingling and half a carafe of sake, which was about, 4 or 5 shots?
Yeah, it was about 5, yeah. It was a lot.
Yeah, it was a lot.
It went down smooth, too.
It was good.
I liked it. Daddy liked.
But, so at that point, it was kind of like one of our 3 o'clock in the morning, like Let's Plays or podcasts or one of those things where things just start coming out. And so I did that, and then Acomi says,
Remind me of which class it was, because I did so many.
"Oh my goodness!"
Was it the math class, or was it?
It was the math class. You gave me the math class.
So I was like, all right, now it's time for math with Professor Rainman.
Yeah, you definitely have 342. Definitely 342.
And then,
Of course,
we had,
but you have to figure out the square root of 3,963.
and then we had history with Professor Gump, and it was like, "Hello, everybody. I'm Professor Gump. You can call me Professor Gump. Yeah, I'm here to tell you about history. In Vietnam, your best friend gets shot. That's all I have to say about that."
Professor Gump, meet our new student, Scotty.
Scott, is he smart or is he like me? That is so horrible. I feel like shit. I feel so bad right now. This was funny when we were drunk. It's not funny now.
It's hilarious.
It's not funny now.
It's hilarious.
Oh my goodness.
And swimming class with Professor Voorhees.
They think I'm swimming!
They think I'm swimming. No, Jason.
That's what we got. They think I'm swimming!
It's still time for crafts, Jason. Go swimming.
He's the only one I don't feel bad for. Freaking, like, teenage murdering... Oh.
Just because kids like their weed and having pre-martial sex. I mean,
Pre-Marshall.
Pre-Martial. I got that from Oni Plays from Chris O'Neill. Get them, Jason. They had pre-martial sex.
Oh my goodness. And our groundskeeper. You came over the groundskeeper.
Trying to. Oh yeah.
Oh, just look at the rabbits, George. I'm gonna love them and hug them and pet them and make them my own.
And shop class with Professor Carl. First thing you want to do is look and see. It ain't got no gas in it. No, I'm sorry. Carl was Carl the shop teacher? Was he the cafeteria worker?
No, he was the shop teacher.
No, shop
The cafeteria worker thing came from our last episode.
Oh, yeah, okay. Oh, my goodness. It was...
When I take this here lawnmower blade, some folks calls it a Kaiser blade, I call it a lawnmower blade.
You always want to cut against the grain, or else you might need an ambulance or something. In which case, you need an ambulance, you want to dial 911, then another one. And tell them to the ambulance, unless you cut yourself real bad. It hurts.
And then, of course, Professor Private Gomer Pyle. Professor Pyle, if you don't get these students in order, you're going to be in a world of shit.
That's with the gym teacher.
Yeah. I am in a world of shit.
Oh my goodness. It's
Professor Xavier seems really mad at me. Are you mad at me, Joker?
no, I'm not mad. You just sometimes you just kind of screw up. Oh my, this is so bad. This is so bad.
Before we started the episode, you were like, I don't think we should do this. And I was like, no, it's fine.
Yeah, oh
it's fine. Let's just go for it.
This is so bad. I truly feel bad. I don't want to do this anymore. I just wish someone would come and take me away. I don't want to do this anymore. Somebody come and take me away.
I don't feel safe.
Oh my
goodness. Which Flash was it you were saying? Because you were talking about Kid Flash and how DC doesn't have a use for him anymore, right? Because this was the next day. The next day we were sobered up. I was pretty hungover. I had like a horrible headache that whole day.
I was really?
Yeah. Oh yeah. I was like my head was throbbing. That's why I drank so much coffee that day.
I think we were talking about Wally West, my favorite.
Yeah.
The redheaded Wally West, which is my Flash. And we had a conversation where, because they kind of really screwed Wally over lately, And then I said, in my opinion, it's because, when Barry Allen died, and now we're getting to like the nerd stuff here. When Barry Allen died, Wally West took over, and the people that came that started like writing Flash, they really kind of expanded on the Speed Force and Wally's ability and all that kind of stuff. And I think that's where the Speed Force came from, was during Wally's time. And he discovered it and was able to tap into it. So he was like the first Flash to be able to tap into the Speed Force that we're aware of. But they change this stuff around all the time, and it could be like completely like just off the mark. But anyway, basically Wally was faster and stronger than Barry Allen, and I feel like they've taken away everything that made Wally great. And they've given it to Barry now because Barry's a senior. You can't have the junior being better than the senior. And so they've taken away all that stuff from Wally and they've given it to Barry, right? And now like, okay, well, now what are we going to do with Wally? And they don't really seem to have a use for him anymore. And so, and that's when...
that's when I said, hello, Mr. and Mrs. West, I'm Professor Xavier.
Which then ties into the episode with the with that tweet that we just did. Sorry, what was the forget the name of our episode now.
Oh, which episode?
The one we just did.
Well, we're still doing it.
Well, no, not this one. The one we did before that.
With Fat Thor?
Good Fences.
Oh, Good Fences. Yeah.
Fences,
No, that's.
So, which is when I refer to the drive-thru worker as the latest enrollee at the school for a gifted youngster.
Yeah. So we're laughing about that, just kind of bringing it in of like, oh yeah, that was our drunken joke, and I was like, can I meet young Wally? And he was like, here I am, Professor.
Oh, yeah.
I can run really fast. Look. And Turk really liked that.
Alex, oh jeez, God, we really are going to hell. I mean, we joke about it, right? We joke about it, but no, we really. Oh my God.
That's what Leroy said when he heard us doing that. He was like, y'all are going to hell.
I'm gonna just start eating little strips of asbestos to see if I can just kind of make it infused with my body. We really are going to hell. I think it's actually really just even repent. It's like did you really? And it was just be one of those things where God would be like, it's like, God, I'm sorry. I really want to repent. You're sorry. I am sorry, God. Okay, fine. Is this funny? He's like, I can remember real fast. You're not sorry. You're not sorry at all. He would do this too. He'd be like, you're not sorry. Men are sorry. I'm like, oh wait, no, you can't do this to me, God.
I mean, the only thing you can do then is the Peter Griffin defense, where he was addressing the members of Congress. And he's like, I have this to say in my defense. Come on. It's like, come on, that's hilarious.
Oh my goodness. So it was, when you did that, it was just, the image, the visual in my head of this kid Wally, running real fast as he calls it, which is not running fast at all, but breathing super heavy with
It's so good. I've always found the heavy breathing while you're running to be such a funny effect and such a funny sound effect. I love it so much.
I can run real fast too, Professor Gump.
Professor Gump, I'm tired. Yes, you should go home now.
I'm tired too. I think I go home. Oh my goodness.
Oh God, it's so good.
I am so sorry. I'm sure we have offended a lot of people. We have offended so many people.
I'm telling you, if they stuck around past the Fat Thor episode, then this is just going to be hilarious to them.
Oh my goodness! And it's easy for us to say, hey, we're not trying to be disrespectful, even though in some ways we really are being disrespectful, even though we don't have any kind of like, ill feelings or animosity or dislike or anything towards. I mean, I'm not gonna say towards anybody. 'Cause there's some people I say like, yeah, I hate that fucker. But I mean, but towards people that have any kind of people that don't deserve it.
Right.
Towards people that don't deserve it, right?
Yeah.
Have no ill will or feelings towards people that don't deserve it. Now there are people that and look, as you can take my word on it, 'cause I'm an asshole. As one asshole, right, speaking about another, right, there are, it doesn't matter what you have or what you don't have or what's wrong with you, what's not wrong with you, right?
Right.
If you're a jerk, you're a jerk, and having something, some kind of like, I don't know, like, hindrance or disability, whatever, doesn't entitle you to just treat everybody like shit.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I don't really care, if you lost your foot in a thresher accident, right? If you're a jerk, if you're going to treat people like shit, expect them to like you just, cater to you. And I'm like, no. And I'm like, yeah, okay, you had something bad happen to you. Bad things happen to people all the time, right? But I'm still going to call you out on being an asshole. And don't tell me, you can't because he doesn't have a foot. I'd be like, okay, well, maybe he should play kickball in a thresher. But I'm just saying, if you're a jerk no matter what. And I'm going to call you on it. And just like people call me on mine. And I hope that people continue to call me on mine.
Hope you're listening, Chris Chan.
Because sometimes we kind of forget. We kind of forget, who we are and forget our place. And it's just like I've always said, and I'll continue to say it. Everybody needs to have their ass kicked, every once in a while, myself included.
Yeah.
Because you just need to be grounded and be like, oh yeah, I forgot. I kind of got a little too big for myself, overstepped my bounds. Thank you for putting me in check. All right.
Yeah.
And but in this case here, we're making fun. We're making light of stereotypes and not individuals themselves. I don't have anything against anybody.
Yeah. No.
So and I know you're like people would say, well, that doesn't really matter. You're still feeding into this, and you're still making light of that. And yeah, I do get that, and I do understand where you're coming from. But at the same time, I'm not poking fun at any particular person, any particular, like disability or any particular challenge would be, physical, emotional, or mental, or anything else. I'm just an equal opportunity, just asshole.
Yeah.
And I like to, we like to have fun, and sometimes the best jokes come from making fun of ourselves and everybody else. I know now I'm like bringing the whole podcast down, but sometimes it is because then you're also forced to look at kind of what you do and what you say. Kind of like before when I was like it's like you have to scream. Like, you're not blind. Well, that's, that goes back to the people like someone's blind and like, hi, how are you? It's like, dude, you're the idiot there, right? and I make that joke because it's a reminder to not the blind person who is like, my ears work fine, it's like, but to the person that for whatever reason is acting like that, it's like, you're an idiot.
Right.
So I know it's like, well, you're not calling anybody an idiot right now except for yourself, and yeah, I am, but at the same time, no ill will, just jokes.
Yeah. We're just in it for the funny. We are both from a time period when, you didn't have to worry as much when you were making funnies. And I'm not saying that makes everything okay, because I think there are still some topics that, either aren't funny or it's going to take a while to be funny. Right. And I do say that like very cautiously because that's like dangerously close to what SNL was making fun of with the whole like politicians and blackface thing. Where it's like, yeah, no, I did it, but I did it in the 80s back when it was cool and funny. It's like, no, it was never cool and funny.
Right.
Just because it was in the 80s, it wasn't okay.
Yeah, there's a lot of 80s comedies that I watch right now. I'm like, and I still find them funny, but there's mostly I'm like, yeah, that was there was a lot of intolerance back then, right?
Yeah.
And that I wasn't really aware of, and now I am. I accept this for what it is in the time capsule that it's in, right? But I also know that, yep, we've grown a lot from that. That doesn't mean I'm going to take something like crap, what is that? Horrible movie that unfortunately is looked upon as like something fantastic. And I've actually seen it too. Well, I've seen portions of it because it's just
fucking Citizen Kane.
God, Charles Foster Kane. No,
that's a great movie.
Now I was trying to. I can't think of it right now. Because I can see it. Birth of a Nation.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Birth of a Nation is a horrible movie.
Wasn't it like super racist?
Oh, it is. Oh, God, my God, yes. The Klan are the good guys.
Oh yeah.
And they say that people were being raped by the evil, like, wild and like black people. Well, of course, that's not what they call them in that. But I'm cured from saying that word anymore.
Yeah, any and all forms.
Yeah, but so I would never say, oh yeah, but that took place at a time. No, but there's a difference between that, which is straight up propaganda, and something like an 80s comedy where it's like, oh, they say some things, they do some things or whatever, and you're like, yeah, but not all of us knew back then that was bad. When you look back on it, you're like, oh shit, why didn't I know that was bad? It was not. It's like it all became bad, right? It was always bad. Why didn't I know it? Why didn't I grasp it was bad back then?
Right, right.
Because society wasn't telling me it was bad, and everybody's like, well, everybody's doing it, right? And it's like, and now we're like, oh yeah, that's not cool. That's not cool at all. But again, I take them, I put them in their little time capsule and say they can be enjoyed for the parts that really can be enjoyed, and everything else, I'm like, it's in a time capsule. I'm not going to throw it out because of that, but I am going to recognize that that's not okay.
Right, definitely.
So anyway, just something to kind of tack on to the end of our really, really, really horrible, podcast extra to be able to say that yes, this was my brainchild. I can keep blaming it on the alcohol, but to be perfectly honest, I mean, these kind of bad jokes are in me. I don't always vocalize them. Sometimes they run through my head, and because the whole thing on it is just playing on the word gifted. That's really where the whole thing came from, and it just popped in my head. So,
and I mean, shit, the Far Side did that,
right?
And people love them for it. So
just like I say, trying to pull people out of their comfort zone a little bit, make them laugh, and then also say, hey, but let's remember, this is not a behavior. This is just a little side thing there. Maybe you laugh, maybe you didn't, but yeah, this is not good behavior. This is not something that we want to, treat people like in real life.
It's fun to do bad things.
It is.
I like to smoke cigarettes and steal from my grandma.
Yeah.
I like to do bad things with my friends.
I love smoking cigarettes. All right, so now I've given us our PSA. This is As We Were Told. So our Moms Think We're Funny. Is that the name of our podcast?
just Our Moms Think We're Funny.
Our Moms Think We're Funny. Our Moms Think We're Extra Funny, because this is a podcast extra. So this is another episode of Our Moms Think We're Extra Funny.
Sorry, Mom.
All right there, folks. That was Our Moms Think We're Funny. Let's give them a hand.